Does the government work for us or do we work for the government? If you had employees who kept losing money for you, who brought you to the brink of bankruptcy, and who did this over and over again, even after you told them to stop, would you keep them on the job? Tonight, Congress and your money. The Congress has been the object of jokes and disbelief since it was first formed in 1789. Some of the jokes and criticism became so strong that in 1798, Congress claimed that it was spending too much time responding to criticism, and so it outlawed criticism in an abominable set of laws known as the Alien and Sedition Acts. After Jefferson announced that he wouldn't enforce laws that violated the Constitution, these acts expired, and efforts to revive them failed. It's interesting, though, isn't it? How could the same generation of lawmakers, in some cases the very same human beings, who wrote in the First Amendment that Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech, actually enact a law that did just that? Well, they did. Fast forward to today, and we again find Congress again an object of derision, and rightly so. Today, the Congress may be compared to a board of directors of a large corporation, and the voters to the shareholders. The shareholders have told the board members to stop spending more money than they take in, but the board of directors just won't listen. Last fall, when the president and his party and his big government ideas took a shellacking at the polls, his word, those of us who believe that freedom will prosper and happiness will be more achievable with a small government that stays within the confines of the Constitution rejoiced. We thought that the Tea Party folks in the Congress would not permit a continuation of business as usual. After all, they ran promising to shrink the government, not expand it. They ran telling us that they understood that you cannot cure a problem caused by too much borrowing and spending with more borrowing and spending. They ran, and we believed them, arguing that the time to draw a line in the sand is now. Well, they didn't draw that line. Here's what happened. The government collects over $200 billion a month in taxes and fees from all of us, but it's about to run out of money because Democrats and Republicans cannot agree on how to manage the government. Last year, they only gave the president authority to spend all that money until this Friday, March 4th. The president claims that he can't run the government on a measly $200 billion a month, and he wants to borrow $1 trillion here and $1 trillion there to spend us into his version of happiness. In pursuit of that, he offered two proposals. One takes the government to September 30th of this year, which is the end